Welcome back here. Another day of Gravitational Report. Happy new moon. I hope you guys doing okay. I know that during those intense energies, we all feeling the both sides, both realms, what we are going through and what we are going to. We all can experience some these energies of polarities, energies of a lot of things that it is going on. So we have a lot of things going on right now there. We're gonna be feeling it with that new moon, particularly of things that we don't want to change because what we have to transform, what we have to change. If you're going into a road that the things doesn't go well, that means you need to go and seek a higher realm, higher energies, higher things, so you can change your belief system, so you can be able to achieve what you want to achieve. The challenges between Mars and Venus has been all over the place. In there, we also have the true Lilith that it's opposing Uranus. So it's been a lot of this energy, but around 5 p.m. So stay here for the 5 p.m. because that energy that it's going to be coming in at 5 p.m. is going to be bringing a that power within us. This blue synchronicities that it's going to be coming to help us to resolve conflict and grow from the conflict. Because if there is no conflict, there is no growth, because we only be staying in the comfort zone in there. If it wasn't the cold, we wouldn't be inventing the fire, right? If we did not know that we need to boil the water to get a hot shower, right? So all this kind of like of things is going to be coming. The question is what are you going to create? This new moon, it's going to be more about personal. So if you look at it from somewhere outside or other people, something outside of you, you are in the wrong path, because that new moon, it is about personally from within you and your authority. Okay, this is where your authority and intuition will gonna comes in. There is no much to be said about it. That new moon, it's gonna be about depthness within transformations for a purpose of healing my own self. That's what it's going to be. You can't just be going out and imagine at things. You also have to do things in there within yourself. That is it, the path of you creating. You're creating in the house of Leo. So whatever you got you inside of you, that's what you're gonna be creating. And this is what they say. You wanna find somebody who he is, give them the power of money and see how they become more of what they are. The question is, can you make yourself just something completely new? So this is what we are going to be going on right now today. Hopefully this report is actually going to be helping you out, guys, within your journey. The day is going to be starting as usual. We're going to have some Mercury that is going to be rising in there, just so you know that the Mercury is still retrograde. And whatever is going on right now, it's a message, okay? Don't take chances of doing a lot of things, creating a lot of things, starting particularly new things, particularly a new relationships or a new business contracts or a new jobs, and it's a new things in there, okay? Wait until Mercury it's turning direct. Let me tell you why. Because when he's going around, he spins in this way, the gravity goes from here, so we're getting things, right? But when he goes to a retrograde for us, he's taking things, right? So this is what you have to picture out within yourself and there. Hi Luke, glad to have you here. Priyanka, hi. One card reading for my spouse feeling towards me. No, I don't do pull cards. I'm sorry. In there, I'm not even at home to have my cards here, but I usually don't pull cards I do with tarot cards is only in a very particular situations, very particular. I ask the universe to shows me without the person even ask me any questions. Otherwise, if they ask me a questions, maybe my energy is gonna get evolved within the cards. So, with that being said about it, we are going to be seeing this energies moving up. We are going to have a lot of divine energies coming towards us. The inner work is going to be on Taurus. You may have to settle things about the financial world. But the one thing you're going to be seeing it that your future financial things that you're going to do, they are going to be basing on your past experience, and they're going to be based and where I think you're going. Just to be mindful that the energies are very powerful with Mars, and Mars is right now. It's like I left the past. I'm going towards the future. Okay, so be mindful about these positions because right now the some of the relationships can experience very hard moments as a Venus and Mars there and this square, right? Even to people who've been a very long time in the relationships, right? Because Venus is T-squaring the knot. This is like I want to skip to evolve this. I want to skip to be having this hard time in a relationship that's gonna prove the real love in me. I want to skip this whole debacles, this whole problems. I'm gonna go drop my partner. I'm gonna abandon myself. All kind of like things in there is gonna be triggered with this. But the couple who are actually gonna go through this turmoil, they're gonna come back with love much more stronger. Okay, this is why the challenges. This is why the purpose of this is. That particular purpose we are going to see at the 10 o'clock is going to be a very much in there because the inner work, as you guys know it, okay, this is our inner work. And this is where Venus is. We're working it without energies of Venus, but that is squares Mars and the ascendant is what we are seeing it. So here is the feminine energy. You can see that the Mars is, I want to bolt out. I want to move out from you. I want this, I want those, and so on. Ask why. Because maybe you're the reason. There's a lot of dualities within you. Maybe today is one, tomorrow is different, right? And that energy is actually squaring the north and the south node, right? So here is some of the females in there is going to be working it. Learn the opposite energy, right? You have to learn and put yourself in the other people's shoes. How do they feel? Did I cause anything? Why they feel like that? Okay, don't just try to skip things that later on you have to repeat with other people. You skip a karma is going to come back and chase you. You cannot escape out of this. Okay, so later on this energy is going to be evolved at 11 o'clock. Hi Namira, glad to see you here. And we're going to be dealing with trying to make the balance. Okay, making it the balance from within. 1 o'clock, the moon, it still is going to be at Cancer, 27 degrees, but the midheaven and the moon is going to be pointing out like, here is the inner work that you need to do. You have to evolve. Ascendant is going to be at Libra, opposing Chiron. And those is going to be the situations that we are going to be seeing it as like, I see my past wounds. Why cannot overcome them? Is the past again repeating you? No, it's not repeating in there. Okay? It is about you are repeating things on your belief system because you have not evolved. And this is why Pluto, it's opposing this new moon. It is about to tell you enough is enough with the old stuff. Enough is enough with the old crap. Can you redevelop your new self? Most of the people, they want to change other people, change outwards, changing the world to be a better world, and so on. Change you. Change your inner world, and the inner world is going to change the outer world, because that way, what it's inside of you is going to have a reflect on what on the emotions. The emotions is going to reflect on the energies. Energy is going to be turning to a frequency and vibrations. It's going to create a magnetic field. That magnetic field is going to be turned into a gravitations. And this is how you're going to be attracted things that you want to do. Okay? Even if it is just a message, you can spread it like a radio waves through that magnetic field that you actually creating. And this is the part of this new you. Well, this new you is going to be facing a lot of challenges, and about 2 o'clock, you're going to be wondering about why is everything in a turmoil. Well, you need to heal. Okay, here it's Uranus. Here it's the Saturn with Neptune. They are in a yacht. We're talking about these green lines at 150 degrees, and the solution, the resolutions of that, it's Chiron. Okay, certain things you can go and help other people to heal. Certain things you're the only one person can heal. It doesn't matter how much you go to a Reiki. It doesn't matter how much you go into a massages. It doesn't matter. You need to heal something up here. Something about your fears. Something about yourself. Something about that you wounded yourself. Something about that you are attracting people who to damage you. When you're gonna stop with that in there? Okay, so that is a one of the things in there. Hi, Carmen. Thank you for that suggestion. And we're gonna see that at later on at 4 o'clock, we are gonna have those energies that are gonna be with Mars about the past. You're gonna be thinking, rethinking, revising. Have that faith, courage, because later on in the next hour, we are going to have a very, very synchronized energies. They're going to come in and they're going to help us to resolve all the situations. And that's what this is. You see, all the blue lines represent synchronizing energies. All the red lines, it's representing the problems. And you're getting the solutions for pretty much every problem. Okay? For pretty much every problem that is out there. Okay? So, seeing it within yourself, it is about, if you don't know yourself, how would you able to fix others? Right? But when you fix yourself through your personal experience, when you're changing yourself, that is going to be the moment of you being an example. And now, since you know how it is, you will know how to pass it on to the others. And this is going to be a challenge for a lot of the people, because we are going to be seeing it this, because most of the people, they're interested in what they can take. When was the last time you've seen the people who can give, right? The givers are less and less than the takers, right? So now you have to look how to develop your ego to become this shield of the takers. And when you know, particularly when someone is in need, you to give. And then you're going to know about it, right? Because your ego is going to be shielded. But you develop it that where? Most important when? You develop it when you're 5-year-old, right? So this is the moments that you can redeveloping in yourself. The moon is already going to be moving at the first degree of Leo. She's going to be entering that at 7 p.m. Very powerful energy. So all of a sudden a lot of shifts is going to coming to us. A lot of those energy is going to be affecting the transformations process within us. And that is it about Pluto. Okay? Because some of you is going to be facing what? The dead end. And when there is a dead end, the only place you can look is where? Up in the sky. You go up in the sky and then it come back down, right? The Jacob's ladder. That's what this is. Okay? When the angels goes up, they're up to the light and they're going to come down to change the world. Well, you need to understand, some portion of you is the angels within you, right? That is it, that angelic angel within the spirit within yourself. All right. Well, I'm gonna take you to 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, the Pluto is gonna come back with the to the ascendant, and the moon and the sun. They're gonna be descending. You're gonna be able to kind of like that energy to calm down a little bit in there. Hi, Sky, little bubble. Thank you for being here. And you're gonna see how this energy is all of a sudden is gonna be shift. All of a sudden, then that and street, you're gonna start seeing the stars. You're gonna start seeing the things that is gonna coming out, and you're gonna be looking at up. Even though it's gonna be a little bit brighter for you, you're gonna be able to see it from within your visions, right? So that energy at 10 o'clock is going to be powerful at 10 o'clock particularly. We're going to see this intensified energies of the inner work. And we're going to see it in a very strange way because the inner work at Sag, it is about what are we telling to yourself. Okay? But that's going to come through others. Be mindful. Don't listen that much to others. What are they telling you? How you should, could, and must do things in life. Listen to your own self. Okay? Listen to your own self, because that it's going to be opposing Venus, and that energy is going to be squaring the North and Mars. Okay? And this is the time that this Mercury retrograde can really mess the things up. And sometimes you may say things to a people, and then you're gonna be what? Suffering the rest of your life because of one moment you couldn't holding your agitations, your aggravations, right? So at 11 o'clock, things is gonna come in a little bit more calm down. We're gonna be seeing that energy synchronizations from Saturn, Neptune is gonna be like chill out. You're going to get the right things. You're going to get the right situations, particularly if you have anything within the third degree of Capricorn, because that is one of that divine energy of that second and third degree in there is going to come, because right now the new moon and Uranus, they are pointing towards that. And I stated before, guys, go and research Sabian symbols. Read the first 5 of Capricorn. Just read them, okay? Just read them. Particularly that third degree, it's got something to do with embodiment of the soul. And this is what it's pointing out. But the solution in a way, that's going to be what? Jupiter in Cancer, the growth within a family. We all have to stop acting like a little child here on Earth and our home, Terra, right? We have to grow up in there. Okay, so this is gonna be the astrogravitational report for today, and you guys know I'm gonna be giving you a heads up for tomorrow morning, right? And tomorrow morning is gonna be some very interesting energies. Just be mindful that the communications is gonna be kind of like a crazy in a way. The moon is gonna be between Mercury, who is a retrograde, and the sun. That your intuition is going to be off chart. It's going to be kind of like it's not working. My thinking is not working. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, and so on and so on. If you get a chance to take a day off of work, I'm strictly suggesting you, okay? But that energy is going to be really going and applied to us, particularly if you coming up and you wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. And why am I saying that to you guys? Okay. So here is the energy that it's going to be seeing it within us. Here is the sun, here is the moon, here is the ascendant, here is the Mercury, who is a retrograde. And that particular energy, just an hour later at 7 o'clock, is going to be really squaring of what we are going to do. And that, guys, we're going to be talking more about it tomorrow. And that's what you guys, if you love it, if you like it, come back tomorrow for another astrogravitational report. Hopefully this report helps you in your life. Much love to you guys. Much appreciations. And thank you for the click, the like, the shares, and the subscribes. Be love. I'll see you tomorrow. You're welcome, Namira.